Hello, everybody, and welcome back to, I believe we're on episode 4 or 5, depending on the count. Welcome back to the System Switching Role Players, and welcome back to our Icons game. So, as with always, who wants to give the recap of last session?
Okay, I'm supposed to give it this time.
Yep, I give it.
And you remember what it is, right?
Yeah. No. Anyways, okay. So last time I need to censor that. God.
Dog just keeps making it worse for himself.
Okay, so last time we had our residential robot accidentally flirt with a 2-year-old car.
No, that was before that. That was 2 sessions ago.
No, that was last session.
That was very beginning of last session.
Mm-hmm.
Because 2 sessions ago,
It was
I
the banter
started
where we were
flirting
talking
with
to
it.
the.
And then redacted.
Okay.
Yes.
And then redacted.
So that happened, and then this goddamn glutton consumed all of the sake. I'm always going to remember that. We had a pleasant chat with the limo driver who gave us a couple insights about, potential leads we might have on somebody who listens to things, but it wasn't a whole lot at the end of the day. We went into the building, discovered that the people broke in middle of the day, or snuck in is probably a bit more apt. Middle of the day went down to level 5.
It was 5.
Okay, because there were 6 levels total.
Mm-hmm.
They went down to level 5.
I guess technically speaking, there's more than 6 levels, but there were 6 secure levels because you guys were on the level.
Okay, yes.
You were already on a level and there were levels above.
Yeah.
But the super secret dangerous stuff was on 6 versions.
And we went down to find that there were 3 things missing, or a number of things missing, but 3 things of note, I believe. There was the katana that had nothing written, that had things written on it in a language we could not understand.
I think technically speaking, they're just called like writings because it wasn't a language you could understand. Someone did understand it, so that's just called writing at that point.
It also gave off a spooky vibe.
It did give off a spooky vibe.
There was I think it was an amulet that had relations to the Jade Emperor.
Mm-hmm.
And I think something else that
there was a blueprint.
There was a Dyson sphere plan.
Dyson
I don't know
sphere
what that was
blueprints.
about, but I am.
And other things were missing and stolen and burned.
Another
and all that. Yeah.
Things were missing and stolen that we didn't really get anything of. Only 2 people died, and we decided to investigate the one who'd only been working there for a few months, or a month. I can't remember the exact time frame. We went to his house. 2 months, yeah. We went to his house, find out there's not been anybody there for years, and a rival company whose name I cannot remember off the top of my head.
I can remember off the top of my head. It was Iron Guard Vigilance Incorporated.
Iron Guard Vigilance Incorporated.
Or
Jesus.
IVI, if you really want to shorten it.
IVI. So we might go talk to the people at IVI to see if there's an.
You need to talk about your personal connection with Ivy.
And I'm not going to talk about my personal relation with IVI because it's not important. So
That lead seems to have
Norichi called his mom because he knows a guy, and that guy just happens to be his mom, and his mom knows a guy who can potentially.
No, he knew. Like he knew.
Oh yeah.
He knew the family name that you guys were looking up.
Yeah, and we have to go to the.
That was right? He knew the family name and like who they were and like some of the backstory of the blade and all that, right?
Yeah.
What did he tell you? I think he told you about their clan overall, and they were practicing
and he gave me a
samurai.
location, too.
Yeah, he told you about the falling apart area. Yeah.
That. So now we're probably going to head over to Norichi's house.
Chop
to have chop suey.
It
Yeah.
was insisted upon by his mother, and karaoke too, let's not forget. Alright. So, we now come back into the scene. You guys are still sort of standing not at the doorway anymore, probably someone is still standing at the doorway.
We're kind of inside.
It's pretty dusty in here, and you guys you've disturbed the dirt.
And there's power and there is water.
There is power and there is water, that is correct. If I remember correctly, this was apartment 11, which was the number of death in
4.
4. It was apartment 4, my apologies.
Room 4, wasn't it?
It was room 4 on floor 4.
Yes, it was death of death. Now, you guys are sort of standing in here, and I mean, you hear some neighbors coming in and out, obviously. This is a big apartment complex, maybe 20 floors of just apartments. So there are some people on this floor you might want to talk to if you decide to, but you don't have to, obviously. And of course, Norichi's mom is expecting people because she has, chop suey on the stove. I'm gonna say stove.
Sure.
It's just a phrase.
On the fire, just on
Yeah.
the fire.
Hey guys,
On the heat.
I bet if we talk to every single person in this building, then we would eventually get some info.
You can. I'm not gonna stop you.
But
How
then we
many?
miss our chop suey.
Okay, yes, but
You
you
were
see,
the one most excited for it.
If anything, we should probably talk to, I'll say, some of the people on this floor.
how
They
many
would
floors
be
were there again?
most aware.
20 floors. You are on floor 4.
Well, from
Okay.
the sounds of it, from what we remember from last time, this apartment basically was never inhabited.
Mm-hmm.
Yes, this particular, not the conflict, just this. Okay, yeah.
Yeah, no, the complex has been. You can see
Probably.
people coming in right now.
Yeah, it's just this apartment has never been inhabited, so we could ask who the owner is, but we already know who the owner is, right?
You know who was
Eddie?
living here, not necessarily who's paying the bills, so to speak.
So that's honestly all we could really ask is the building manager. Who the heck is paying bills for this
Yeah.
freaking apartment?
Which they wouldn't tell us. So
They probably would.
Unless you're nice enough.
And you're also the world government and superheroes.
The world government.
Wait,
is
wait a
second.
fucking awful.
Effectively, you guys are, though. You guys are the world police force.
And I
That's
happen to be famous
that's
around
slightly
these parts.
wait, how far can we push that?
I'm
I'll-
famous.
I'll let you know when you've gone too far by throwing you in jail. Does that answer the question?
Ma'am, I have an incurable disease. Please.
Take a drink.
Fuck.
All right. So, what do you guys want to do?
Well, that's
You-
mostly tequila.
If you want me to lay out the options right now, of sort of the big options here, or what you can do right, the side objectives, your warp travel points, you can stay here and talk to the local people, whether that's the tenants of the other areas, or the building manager, the repair guy, whoever, right? This is a big apartment complex that has all of those things. You can go over to Norichi's mom's house and have dinner and talk with her, do some chin wag, a little bit of powwow. You can go over to the Yamayoa estate. You know where that is. You know that it is dilapidated as of the moment. And finally, you are aware of at least the Iron Guard Vigilance's head. There is a major building in this city of Iron Guard, which you could visit and try and glean information from that way. What do you guys want to do?
I'm in the mood for some chop suey.
Same.
That's my vote.
All right, we are going to chop suey. All right, you guys head out. Your limo guy that sort of was chauffeuring you around sort of all day said he would take off after dropping you off at this place because you've done what you're supposed to do. Effectively, you came, you saw, and now he's got other jobs chauffeuring around CEOs and things of that nature. So he is sort of disincentive-evaporated away. But fortunately, you're in a major metropolitan place, and there is enough cabs and Ubers and Uber and Lyft aren't a thing yet. Oh, I love the past. There's enough cabs around that are waiting to take people to and fro here and there.
Does this 12-foot man fit in a cab?
Carefully.
Okay.
They would be trained.
I am 9'7".
You're right, they are trains because Japan. I mean, I'm sure there's.
There's taxis.
There's
obviously.
probably
higher
taxis.
every episode, don't worry. Last
By the
episode was
end of
10
it-
foot, now it's 12.
By the end of it, he won't even be able to get on the oil rig because he'll be bigger than it just by default.
Wait, can I just
You could hire a limo company if you're about to ask that.
no? Can I just buy like a big van so we can fit him and him?
You're like, I don't think he's that big. I think he's you're like 6 foot,
He's
right?
heavy.
You
so-
are heavy. You're rich. Yeah, you
Yeah,
can buy.
I'm just gonna buy a van. To
Yeah,
use here.
a retail place is not exactly
Oh, no,
that
no,
far.
wait. Buy the tiny truck.
We'll sit in the bed and you two can take the cab.
No, even funnier. Buy a smart car and then put a trailer on the back.
There are no smart cars at this time.
Dang. But
I'm going to buy a van, and I'm going to use that to chauffeur us around.
I'm assuming it's more of an RV sort of situation we're living in right now, right?
What did we do?
No, fans.
I was thirsty.
All right, so you get a decent sized sort of camper van thing, sort of big enough to fit you guys
being rich.
and supplies. You're never gonna say that in the real world, right?
I'm not, no.
Donate $5 to us. Every buck will allow a poor, starving person, one of us, to get a meal. We should play totally real sad music right then, like one of those like dog commercials.
Okay, let's see.
What
What
did
did
you
you
actually get for a buck?
Nothing. Absolutely
You can
nothing.
get-
That's the joke.
No. You can get 1.5 things of ramen.
Good. All right, we're gonna
2
continue
boiled
onwards.
potatoes.
We're going to continue onwards. This is not important. All right. So you get a decent-sized camper van, effectively enough to hold all of your compatriots plus the gear, and only the very back is dragging on the ground. So you've had to raise the what are those called? Raise the suspensions a little bit.
That takes forever, dude.
No, not when you have someone who can bend steel beams.
Dog,
Dog,
he can just lift the car up and just go.
Oh no!
He can rip the
Oh no! I just straight up take the suspension off. And just add an extra spring.
How it works.
Dog, just start unbending the spring.
I'll just let them bend out the spring beyond its elastic deformation.
I see this as the character of Morichi, and I say, that's not quite.
You're not that
how I
smart.
did it.
You're not that smart.
What do you mean?
You're not that smart.
No.
Would you like to bet?
You're
Wait,
supposed
were you
to
the
be-
smart one? I thought you were the dumb one.
Well,
I'm
to
the
be
one,
fair-
if I can call correctly, is one of my knacks. I'm literally using my knack right now. If I recall correctly, that's not how you're supposed to do it.
Too late.
It'll work for
It's too late, but still, I said it.
To be fair, this is gonna be scrap metal the moment you guys leave Japan. Because you're not taking it on your little jet plane.
No.
All right. So,
What's new, Scooby-Doo?
so you guys actually need to go sort of out of town. You're kind of going the opposite direction of the actual Yamayoa estate and the building. Like you have to go kind of out into the boonies to get to your house. You live on a large sort of. Yeah, I'm working. Let me cook.
I'm letting you cook. Don't worry.
You live on a little bit of a farmhouse outside. Too late. I said it. It's floor now.
Oh, no, dude. I live in the suburbs,
Well, we actually
man.
discussed where
We-
we lived exactly.
We did discuss where you lived exactly. All right.
Yes.
You guys
It's
tell me.
Mr. Rogers' neighborhood.
It is
Yes!
Mr. Rogers'
It's a neighborhood.
You're right. We did say that
Uh-huh.
explicitly.
I was expecting
It's actually
an
kind of
anime
important.
apartment.
It is kind of actually important for a lot of reasons, and I can't believe I forgot that because I was so upset when he said that to me, like out loud with words.
So wait. He made up something on the spot, but then took it back.
Yes,
Yeah.
he does not spit that drink back out. All right, so
He might actually do that in the
so
very near future.
So
Nah.
you guys start heading out, and you do get past the city, past all of the high rises, past the buildings, into the first thing you note when you finally realize you're not in the suburbs is that, or you're not in the city proper, is that the houses get farther apart. It's no longer apartment complexes. These are smaller buildings. You see a local grocery store on the corner street. You see some medicine, a little medicine shop. You see a little mom and pop's bakery. You know the mom and pop.
I
In
do.
fact, they came over to your graduation.
Yes, they did.
Yes, they did.
They were the one that sponsored it.
They were the one that sponsored your graduation. Is that right?
Uh-huh, yeah, party.
Food.
There you
Food, come
go.
on.
Yep. No, okay.
Catering.
Venue.
They cater. They didn't sponsor. I guess maybe they could have done both. Anyway, and you guys go past, and you finally are having to actually get specific
Ohio!
instructions because you have no idea where you are.
I'm not driving.
And-
I don't know how to drive.
What?
That's the thing. I've been chauffeured around most of my life. I don't know how to
Who's
drive.
driving exactly? Am I driving?
You're the only one with pilot anything, so
I
you
can drive.
you
Great.
have to be piloting.
I'm going to my house. I know where I live.
You know where you live.
Do you have your
guys.
license?
Yes.
Okay.
He's also a local celebrity.
Come on, man.
Oh.
I'm not hopeless. I
You
can
can-
fly, but I
You
can
can,
still
say you
drive.
can fly. I don't know if he's. I'm not gonna see if he's telling the truth or not on this.
I don't care. Are you telling the truth?
Yes.
All right, then I don't care.
Do I need to?
No, then I don't care. All right, so you guys get out, and the sun begins to set, and finally the street lights all pop on, giving a lovely blue tint to the area. Before you pull up to this pristine brick and mortar house. 2 stories. It looks literally like it came. There's a white picket fence and a little. All right, so we are currently looking at an almost pristine building, and it looks like it comes out of like a commercial or like a show. You see a white picket fence sort of surrounding the entire property, which is a little bit more than half an acre. All right, not super large, but big enough. The mailbox it's not one of those just like sort of sticking out ones with a little pole. It's actually like a nice like little half circle design where it can be opened from the sidewalk itself. And the house itself is about 2 stories tall, and it looks immaculate. It is painted on the outside. What color is your house, Jirichi? It's this pristine white color. There doesn't seem to be a single scratch or dirt or rain, nothing. And
some scorch marks here and there.
Huh?
There does seem to be a little bit of, let's call it, interesting architecture designs on the 2nd floor, though. Almost like a sunroof was built in, but into one of the bedrooms.
Yeah. Yeah, that's my room.
And you see lights on in the downstairs, what you assume to be the living room. You know it's the living room. And the moment that the car rolls up, you see a figure rushing towards the screen glass door as the door was left open. And she says, Jirichi! Mom!
That's
And
not his character's name.
that is not his character's name. It was Norichi, wasn't it?
Nope. Timmy good, baby. Timmy good.
Well, it's technically Norichi. I was right on his superhero name.
You were.
Well, yes.
She runs out, Timmy!
Mom!
And she runs out, and you see this small woman, like,
Yep.
I mean, everyone's small compared to him. She doesn't even come to his,
5'4".
like, yeah, small, tiny person comes out, and she's wearing this traditional sort of set of sandals and a little bit of more traditional sort of lounging clothes, right? As she runs out, you hear the clap, 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 clap of the sandals, and she runs right out. Just pull around, we cleared out a space from the garage because we knew you were coming.
Okay, yeah, don't worry, I'll get it.
All right. And you see a larger man. Nothing's large compared to our resident giant, but he's probably the 2nd biggest person in the area. And he doesn't say anything. He's got this almost like stern face, and he just nods when he sees his son. When you say hi, he just nods once, and then just points at the garage.
Okay.
And then he walks back in. And you immediately are bombarded by 20 questions? Not 1,000 questions. That's what we're playing today. She starts with, who are all of you? I need some names. Come on. Don't be shy. Any friend of Timmy's a friend of mine.
I speak up and I say my name in my native language.
She can say it, bro. She can say the whole thing right now.
You guys can't even hear half of it.
Yeah, she can.
She pulls out a dog whistle and she starts saying your name. When there are those random syllables that are like incomprehensible to human ears, she blows into the whistle.
And says your name.
So it's similar. It's not exact, but it's similar enough that you could recognize your own name.
Don't worry, my mom's good.
Yeah, you didn't even give me a name to work with. Piss off. Does anyone else speak up to the nice, kindly woman?
Hello, I'm Balthazar Lord.
Balthazar Lord. Oh, I know a lord.
It's fine. You don't need to think on it too hard. We'll just be.
She starts staring at you. Are you okay? You look kind of pale. In fact, I have some medicine for that right now.
No, I'm
and
fine.
She immediately starts rummaging in like her sleeves, and she pulls out this like medicine. You can't read it because it's in Japanese.
I have the.
You do have the product. I hate that I've given you all of that technology because then I can't just hand wave away things. It's a name you don't recognize because it's a medicine name.
Wow.
A mixtophidian. Yeah, that sounds close enough.
A mixtophidian.
A mixtophidian.
Do not worry, ma'am. That's his natural complexion. He just doesn't get much.
Just like, thank you.
Are you gonna take it? Oh, it's foul. Oh, it is foul. It tastes like ash, cinder, and sulfur at the same time. It tastes.
Don't worry, I'll get used to it, okay? I had to take it on this.
But you do recognize.
Question: do you want to hear what the thought that came across my head, gentlemen?
Audience, do
Sure.
you want to hear?
What did you?
This fellow's eating out my girlfriend.
You've not done that, so you do not know how. You do not know how that will happen.
Oh
What's
god.
a girlfriend?
That's a great question.
No, no.
Anyway, none of us know. Anyway, continuing furthermore, you do
Very
recognize
bad.
something though. It is slight, but the most minute amount of color does return to your palms.
That was fast. Mine took me 2 weeks.
I'm built different.
And she finally looks at you, waiting for the last introduction. She looks at you, Baltimore.
Hello, my name is Balmore Lordrick.
Baltimore, a strong name for a strong lad, obviously. And this is what, Jarishi, this is why I told you. You look like him if you ate your vegetables when you were younger.
Wait a fucking second! Wait a second, we have a pretty similar name. Huh.
Yeah.
Just going to note
Balthazar
that
Lord,
down.
Balmore Lordred.
You are. I hope you're not. I'm
This
not.
was thought out well.
I hope I'm not your descendant. I really do hope I'm not.
I'll check the family web sometime.
I suddenly have a new idea. I'm gonna get onto that some other time, though.
Stop giving the DM ideas, stop giving the DM ideas.
Okay, well.
Too late. Too late.
Time for a little insight.
Well, are you descended from Merlin or Lancelot?
You do not know. Your family tree stops before it gets into antiquity.
I'm not.
Anyway, she says,
Huh.
something funny over there?
You know who I could ask? Who
Yeah.
I'm not going to?
I know exactly who you could ask, and I now know the answer to that particular question. Now, she says, and if you ate your greens like I told you when you were young, you'd be as big as him!
Mom, I do, just not the sprouts and the stars.
You eat your Brussels sprouts, don't you?
I grew up eating
And,
mostly hardtack.
No
See?
hardtack here! No hardtack here. We're gonna have a nice family-cooked meal.
That sounds wonderful.
And she's sort of like walking as you guys drive the car up, obviously. And once you do, you guys get into, it's not actually a connected garage, it's one of those disconnected garages, so you have to kind of come around and then open a small gate and then walk in. And she says, now careful, my petunias are coming in quite nice and I'd hate for them to get ruined. And you see this little flower bed that sort of runs the entire stretch of this little, like, concrete sidewalk into the house. And she leads the pack and goes in. Do you guys follow?
Yes.
I will be
Yeah.
careful not to step on the
The smells are good. The smells are
going to-
grand.
Walk on. I'm assuming there's a path.
Yeah,
Okay, yeah.
it's a
I'm
little
going to
sidewalk.
walk on the path.
That's what the petunias are guiding. They're guiding the path. Yeah.
Okay.
I will give a solemn head nod to the father, acknowledging his existence.
He's inside right now. You're just nodding at the brick wall.
Wait, I never got to introduce myself?
The father went in the moment he nodded at his son and pointed at the garage. He's left. He's inside.
He's not much of a social person, but don't worry. He'll lighten up to you.
Okay, anyways.
You walk in, and for the majority of you, the smell is actually really quite decent. You've had better chefs, but it still smells good. It smells homely.
This is gonna be so much better than the bread rice they gave me. Oh.
Yeah, that.
The bread rice.
I'm not gonna lie, man. I took a single bite of that stuff. I just couldn't. I don't know.
Balthazar, this is not necessarily the best smell you've ever had, but it's good. It's passable at least. You have 5-star chefs and everything, but you know, this will be fun. It's fun to have the commoner food.
I will wait until I eat.
It's fun to have commoner food every now and again. The sounds, however, are boisterous, as the kitchen is ablaze with the sounds of metal hitting
That's not
metal, things being chopped up. You even hear some, we'll call them fire sounds, crackles and the such. And then you hear a gruff man, "Timmy, get in here!"
Okay.
And you walk in and see your father, and he's moving like 37 different pans.
Yep.
You thought you were having chop suey. You are! That is one of 38 dishes that is currently being placed.
Dad!
Hardtack included.
What are you doing?
Don't ask me! It was your mother inside on a feast, and you see him mixing pans and grabbing things out of the oven. I need you to stir the broth real quick.
Okay.
And she says, the men will be fine. So, where do you all come from? Let me get some gossip while you're here, and they're distracted. You pull out a full pig, apple included.
Who?
You.
Me? I'm in the
Timmy.
kitchen cooking.
Yes,
Yes, you.
a full pig,
Okay.
medieval style, and he hands you a red delicious apple. Throw that in its mouth real quick.
Got it.
And the two of you, this is not the first time your mother, Timmy, has warmed up to people quickly. And so this is not the first time you've impromptu prepared a feast fit for kings. So you fall right into your old
A
patterns.
feast fit for a lord.
Roll coordination.
Maybe
though.
Or two.
All right. Green is good. Blue is bad.
All right, I believe you.
Anyway,
White
coordination
is-
is 7 plus 1, which is 8.
It's going. You slip right back into your old things. You're moving things. You've got a fresh loaf of bread that you put on right next to it, and you start buttering it up. Your dad throws you a few hard-boiled eggs, and you immediately de-shell them in just one motion. And the sounds have calmed down considerably from the kitchen. So, what are you all doing? How's Shirichi doing?
He's a.
Norichi. And you're all from that superhero organization, right?
That we are, yes. Norichi is doing quite fine.
Can I pry? Can I pry? Oh, why are you guys in Luminen?
We're just here on some business, we'll call it. We just got in, so we're off doing a few minor robbery cases around Tokyo.
Can I hear from inside the kitchen?
No.
Oh.
No, you cannot.
Okay.
Not because you're not close enough to hear, but because it's cacophonous in there.
Okay. Never mind.
You get every fifth word before a crash, clatter, and clang happen. You've already lost a plate, frankly. You're good. He's good. You're not that good together. There is still another 20 dishes to be made before dinner time.
You got 20 minutes.
Alright, she turns over to you as you sort of... You don't have to raise your hand.
Dirks.
Dirks. I need to be more specific with my
Yes.
wording. She turns over to Dirks. You don't have to raise your hand, honey. What did you want to say?
Well, simply was gonna state my reason for joining the Heroes organization. I believe we have never exchanged our reason for joining. We joined, and then promptly left on a mission, and never actually introduced ourselves to each other.
I love introductions. Honey, bring out some champagne! And your, Timmy, your dad, looks like he's about to cry when he's given a brand new command.
Don't worry, I got it, okay?
Good champagne, good champagne. And you see him reach up to the top shelf and grab, like...
I grab it fast. I'm flying, bro.
Okay. Alright, you hand him the champagne, he grabs the cork bottle. I mean, it's not a great year, but it's a good year. He pops it open, grabs glasses on his way out, and begins...
I can agree with that side to it.
And he begins pouring just full glasses as he hands one to each of the heroes currently in the living room. And then he puts the champagne in the middle of the table, not on ice, because he's too busy, and he runs back into the kitchen because, unbeknownst to you, Timmy, a fire started behind you. Don't worry, it's an intentional fire. Probably.
Okay.
Uh-oh.
Alright, so she takes a sip of her champagne. Well, so what are you all doing in the Heroes organization in that case?
I personally am here to help stop a great disaster that may befall all our worlds.
Oh.
Interesting. Tantalizing, even.
Do you want to, like, expand on that? Or...
You cannot. You are physically incapable of. Every time you try and speak, you get an access denied in your code.
Huh.
I don't understand why you like to do this to us.
I personally cannot speak further on the matter, as there is a small hiccup.
You cannot tell them that you are blocked either. The moment you go to try and tell them that your access is denied, your access is denied.
there's a small yeah, I'll explain later. You know.
Oh, I'm certain with all the strong, strapping heroes out in the Heroes Organization, that it'll be fine. You don't have to worry too much, Mr. Lord. Or Mr. Lord.
Yeah. Yeah.
So tell me, Mr. Lord, why are you in the Heroes Organization?
For fun.
She begins filling up everyone's glasses. Even if you haven't drunk any, she spills it up to the exact brim.
I consume it, minus the glass.
It's fine.
Thank you.
Doesn't really help. Just drink. I mean, like, your internal taste bud sensors, they enjoy it.
Good.
Yeah, you can tell its exact composition, and your system finds it pleasing. Doesn't help with power output. And yourself, Mr. Balmore, was it?
Belmore, yes.
Balmore. A strong name.
I joined mostly because I just like doing some good in the world, and honestly, I've been looking for a good fight. Haven't had one in
You're
a
so
long
much
time.
like Timmy. He's always wanted to do good, ever since he had his powers.
You know, good on him.
I mean, when did you get your powers real quick, Timmy?
I was born with them.
You were born with them? I mean,
Ever
trying...
since you could control them.
Yes.
Yes. I mean, we tried. He couldn't be stopped when he was helping people. I mean, he would zip down to the supermarket to pick up groceries for old lady Jemima. Yep, I'm going with Jemima because I don't have a better name. Hold on, nope.
Classic Japanese.
Actually, no. Hold on. I actually have. I'm prepared for this one. I'm actually prepared for this one. Ito. There you go.
Ito's a man name.
Not
Nah.
necessarily.
Go. Nah, it's not in this case.
Okay.
Just spider.
Don't they go by their last names? So therefore,
Depends on how close you are to them.
This is Mr. Rogers' neighborhood.
Everyone
They're
loves
very
each other.
close. First names are a requirement at this point. She's calling you guys by your first names. Well, she said Mr. Lord to you.
Mm-hmm.
Only because I forgot what your real name was. Because Alex is bad at this.
I forgot my last name.
You don't have a last name.
Oh yeah.
So.
Or no one can say it.
Then you hear a ding as Timmy, your father hits the bell in between the living room and the kitchen. Dinner is served. The two of them are out. Timmy and his father are out of breath.
Just look over.
Enjoy the meal, guys. I'll be there in a sec.
You need to walk in to actually see what's in the kitchen because it's not open. The moment you pass the wall, though, Balthazar, you have a personal team of chefs, all right? They make every meal for you.
Mm-hmm.
Even if this was cooking all day and you gave them explicit instructions to make one meal, they could not have put out so much food, regardless of the quality. And from what you can tell, only 3 people worked on this, including your friend.
Friend is a strong word right now.
Acquaintance.
Timmy,
Uh-huh.
do you have siblings?
Yes, I do.
He had a sibling.
Mm-hmm.
Do you have any other siblings?
No,
No, just a 2-person family.
As of now.
Yes.
we don't talk about him.
We don't talk about it.
Bruno.
Oh, he's worse than Bruno.
Balmore! Balmore,
Yep.
you have dined at every location in the world. You have gone to every continent, ate every food, but not all at once in the same place under the same house.
Yeah, this will be.
There's everything from tacos to roast. Everything from traditional Japanese sushi to things you aren't aware of. There's spaghetti along with everything else.
Hey, this reminds me of the time I googled food.
Dirks, that is exactly what it looks like.
So good. That's gotta be the best thing he's ever said.
Well, dig in. It's only gonna get cold. And he grabs a plate. Timmy's father. And this plate. These are serving plates. You know, the massive kind. And he starts dishing out from everything. And then he goes to the nice mahogany table in the dining room area.
I like to think that there's still only chopsticks.
There is only chopsticks, yes. That is a correct statement of fact.
There's a soup. How am I? Okay.
Drink it.
They do have the funny bowls, though, that that you can drink from effectively
yes.
directly.
The saucers.
Yes.
I grab one of the serving platters and start dishing up on that.
Yes.
Enough portions. Like, if you were making a normal meal,
Yes.
right, grabbing that much of each portion.
There's enough for you to do that without. And the food.
Congrats, you have possibly made a dent.
Okay, something you guys need. Actually, guys, can you roll me a perception check, an awareness check?
Do I need to do this?
No, you know what they're about to find out about your family.
1.
Wow, good job.
9.
You need D6s.
I know.
8.
So whether or not you got a high roll or a low roll, you see the same thing actually in this case.
Wow.
So what'd you have us roll?
Because I really want to make this funny joke.
You wouldn't have seen
You're
if it was in between.
Not certain. But when you dish away some food, it almost seems as though the food is back.
Link.
You're aware that your family does not have any superpowers outside of yourself. However, you have been asked multiple questions about where the magic food comes from.
I notice, and I slowly eat faster and faster until I deplete the plate faster than it refills.
Actually, you can't do that.
Why not?
I'm going to get myself a reasonable amount of food for
Sure, sounds great.
a guy like me.
Sounds great.
I eat roughly
Enough
30
for a
pounds of
giant,
food.
yeah. Not a dent. There is still enough food to feed a small village.
Yeah.
and a large village
And a large village, and any other one.
and half of London.
A small city.
You guys look at Balthazar's face for a moment as he feels conflicted about
Had
eating,
sushi
while
that's good in
eating
200
this.
years.
Oh, you were there with the invention of sushi.
Not gonna lie, wasn't as good back then.
So you're conflicted on how good or bad it is.
No, familiarity.
He's doing the Ratatouille scene, guys.
Yeah, doing the Ratatouille thing.
Your mother finally comes out, and she is playing... Timmy, your mother. Not everyone else's mother. Timmy, your mother comes out, and she is
I'd
playing...
be horrified.
She's
I'd be
playing
horrified.
the Leaning Tower of Pisa with just how much food is stacked on top of each other.
Do I need to help you with that, Mom?
I have not dropped a single piece of soup, a single potato, a single anything in my long life, Sonny.
Okay.
And she sets it down perfectly. And she begins to dig in. So, how long are you guys staying? As she begins to eat and devour.
Apparently you were raised by Scooby-Doo.
Why do you think I started singing the Scooby-Doo theme song? Before we went to my house. Where have you been?
You do have a Great Dane. Yeah.
Sweet, let's go.
And he walks up, sort of looks, and he just sits and stares at you, wagging his tail.
Nice. Oh, how you doing, buddy?
And then he immediately just starts, nuzzling into your leg.
Oh, I love you, Nox.
Yeah.
You're gonna what?
I'm gonna take a piece of turkey and toss it off to the dog.
He wags his tail at you, and then sees the turkey, and the turkey's gone suddenly. And he's back wagging his tail right in front of Timmy.
The dog has super speed 10.
Only for food.
Bro, you were really raised by Scooby-Doo.
So, how long are you guys gonna be in for? Do we need to make food for tomorrow?
I believe that we will be staying the night in another establishment, but thank you for your
We'll
offer.
be-
You are not!
Yeah.
You are not!
Correction. Our newfound superhero duties kind of require us to work through the night here. Although we should be fine.
Okay, we'll make some to-go boxes in that case.
Perfect. Thank you very much.
Right here, infinite source of energy.
Right.
World hunger is now been
Congrats. This is.
Where do you
this
think
is
you got your powers from?
This is an energy core made of energy.
we just need to get one of these to-go boxes to each of the continents, and world hunger will be solved.
Exactly.
He who controls the dish controls the world. You have to work through the night? I mean, look, I get it. It's a stressful job and all that. But you already look so gaunt, Mr. Balthazar.
He usually looks like that, unfortunately.
And Balmore, how are you going to keep your weight up if you don't eat properly?
Favorite?
A big man needs his sleep.
You are correct. I slept on the plane right here. I hate planes.
Oh, and I
flew
flew
the
sleeping
plane.
is one of the things I do.
You flew the plane. I knew getting you those pilot license was a good idea.
Yes, I know, right? I was so excited. My first time ever in a real plane.
But I remember your 17-year-old self. I don't need a license, Mom. I can fly on my own. Why would I ever need to fly a plane?
It's true, and I'm thankful to you, as always.
Just like when we got you your trucker's license.
Yep. And my F1 Formula car racing license.
Mm-hmm.
I hate to.
It's registration. She got him registered to race in F1s.
You know what? Actually, with your reaction times and other stuff, you really make a bad.
I'm really good, dude.
Yeah, no. With his resistance to G-forces and reaction time, he'd make an excellent Formula 1 racer.
Just need to remove your legs, and then you're set.
Yep.
No,
Anyway,
Huh?
My legs.
Blood.
Well, no. I mean, he's able to fly at Mach 1 at near instant speed. He's able to handle G-force well beyond.
So he can fly faster without his legs.
So,
Prosthetic legs.
by the way, if you guys look around, Balthazar, you're aware that this has to cost money, obviously.
Mhm.
The house does not look particularly wealthy. I mean, it looks nice. But it's not like your mansions, of which you have multiple.
I'd only have one.
What's the point of having more
Through-
than one mansion?
Because you're rich and a dick.
I am rich. I'm not a dick.
This is one of the greatest feasts I've ever been
I am
to.
not a billionaire dick.
You were at the round table
and this
when
is still
Camelot
better.
was founded.
This
I
is
said one
still
of.
better.
This is better. There's more variety here.
I know,
It's
but
not
also,
necessarily better because of some of the natural seasonings that they don't have available here and magic, because there was literal magic at Camelot. But
Yeah.
this is at least on par.
Not gonna lie though, when I visited the Norse, those feasts were
They lasted for days.
yes.
So
Don't give them ideas.
Don't challenge the mother. Do not challenge the mother.
But where do you get your coin?
Oh, talking about money is such a impolite thing in front of good company, isn't it? And she
just not want to teach you how to house a home.
do not worry, boy.
Don't worry, son. We're
I'm
fine.
gonna take out my phone. No, I'm texting my accountant and being like, yeah, send like $2 million to these people. I have a feeling they're using that to beat us.
There is enough food for even your voracious appetite. And he takes a single sip of his soup. Which, by the way, is the only thing his father has grabbed. Like, he had some other, small things, like a roll and all that, but the only, real piece of food he grabbed was the soup.
I feel like he'd need more than soup just to handle the mother.
Yeah, like a bottle of Jack Daniels.
By the way, this man's only about... Timmy's father is only about a head smaller than Balmore.
Big boy.
Yeah.
This man
Okay.
is what, 7 foot?
Yeah,
My mom's 5'4".
I got a couple inches on Shax.
Yep, it's big.
Are they
difference.
both? Are you fully Japanese out of curiosity, Timmy, or are you half?
No.
Are you're mixed? Are you
No,
mixed?
you-
Are you
you're
just
just
American?
white.
You're just American. All right.
No, I'm Japanese. Straight up. No cap.
You're ethnically you're fully Japanese. Yeah. This might be the biggest Japanese man you've ever seen. You've seen the kings that were shorter and smaller than this man. He looks like he could box Mike Tyson.
I met the Jade Emperor, and he was shorter.
You
than
did not meet the Jade Emperor.
I know it's hyperbole.
This man might be Sung Wukong, for all you know.
Short monkey. Certainly like to fight with him though.
See, Mom, this is what I mean. Not even Dad eats the greens. How can you blame me for not getting big?
I'm explicitly eating the green.
I'm eating everything, and you are consuming.
You are trying to.
consuming.
You are trying to outpace whatever's happening, and you are losing. You are actually, unironically, have started scraping off the entire contents in one motion, and you are still not denting the food supply.
Hey, you might even get your power core up to 100% at this rate.
You might.
It's gone up by 5.
The dad passes around another round of champagne. So, just low-level burglaries, right?
As of now, yeah, they don't exactly
Roll.
trust us enough to.
Roll willpower. Or deception. Do you have a deception-specific skill? I
No,
don't think you do.
just willpower. 9.
He looks at you for a second, staring, just for a second. He does a single nod and a small grunt, but he doesn't stop looking at you for just 1 second longer than would be natural before he takes another drink.
What was that?
Or just
Celery dipped in chop suey.
Nice.
Huh.
Your father stands up and grabs another plate. He goes in and comes back out, and you see a full leg of lamb. Keep in mind, none of you saw lamb in there a second ago.
what?
I mean, there was a pig, but you've already eaten it.
It's
One
not
of them.
a chunk of it. What? One? Is there garage?
I'm more
They
worried
have-
about the kitchen here. How'd they cook all of this with one stove?
One stove? There were 37 pans flying. You think that could be on one stove?
I mean, if your wings are on fire.
We didn't need to, bro. Look in the kitchen later, okay?
I swear, if it is literally just a stereotypical kitchen when I look back again, it is just. I'm gonna wonder if I was just like high for 3 hours.
Yes, the robot somehow managed to get high. That's how.
I mean,
that's how.
to
That's
be
how
fair,
it is.
that is a more reasonable explanation than what's actually happening.
Yeah, true.
Timmy, you know what's happening. If you wish to explain to them, you can. I don't think you yourself actually know, but I have an explanation for this, by the way.
I'll let them investigate the kitchen. if
I
they
am
want to.
definitely suspicious. Like that, I know magic, and this makes no sense.
You can roll me an awareness check to see
Yep.
if you can test the magic.
You should do that.
The
8.
There is something magical afoot. Something distinctly magical afoot.
Huh.
But it's not coming from anyone in here. It's not coming from a person.
So you can look
The
at
land
kitchen.
itself.
I also want to check the magic.
Oh no!
Do you know about magic? You know what? I'm gonna put it out there. You don't really know what magic is at
yeah.
all, Dirks. The concept is not a thing that is relevant to you.
That is a fair point.
You can check the
because-
engineering and see if you look at the kitchen. Tell me, I'll tell you what you see when you see the kitchen.
I checked the kitchen to see what sort of engineering marvel they have made to.
It is
produce
the
this.
most bog standard kitchen you have ever seen. It looks like you googled the word kitchen.
I poke my head in behind him. Anything unusual in here?
Do you turn your head back?
I look back. Is this Eldritch Horror? Please tell me it's not Eldritch Horror.
The moment you look back, the colors of the cabinets seem to have changed.
Is the lamp flat?
Is the lamp flat? What?
Like 12 people are going to get that.
Has the lamp become a two-dimensional object?
I don't know how to respond to. No.
Okay.
No, it has not.
Don't worry, Alex. You're not the only one. I don't know what's going on either. I have no clue.
All right.
Huh.
Say nothing. Nothing else.
Now this is
You
so
do notice
real.
one thing.
Do you see Nikolai?
Time has flown. You guys came in at, considering the time, about 8 o'clock. It is near midnight now. You could swear you've only been here for an hour? An hour and a half at most.
Can I check my internal clock?
Go ahead and roll me a strength check.
I act like everything's
Strength?
completely normal.
It is completely normal.
Yep.
7.
Yeah, that's gonna do it. Your chronometer has been tampered with. Somehow.
Can I check into it?
Sure, go ahead. Roll me an intelligence check.
But it couldn't have been another strength?
No!
Intellect.
Oh, cool. 7.
Wow.
It's been tampered with,
Uh-huh.
and you don't know how.
Wow. How informative.
Wait. Like, they tampered with my special coding.
Yes.
My mom just said your name. Why are you surprised?
Wait a minute. What?
I am unbothered by this because weirder things have happened. Anyway,
You're used to Eldritch Horror.
yes. I'm.
Anyway, yeah, so it's about 11:30 now.
That was also perfect timing.
Yeah.
Uh,
We go. Wow, time really does fly.
I suppose it's time for us to leave now.
Yeah.
Leaving already?
One quick thing about this. What was it called? The Yamamoa?
Huh?
Yamoto?
Yamamoa Estate, honey.
Yamamoa, yeah.
So, what's up?
Do you know anything about them personally, or was it just something that you heard hearsay offhand?
You're gonna go there, aren't you?
Yeah.
Okay, fine. I didn't want to say this. They have been the unfortunate victims of circumstance, is the best way to put it.
Victims of circumstance.
Mhm. Well, so when you were young, they were a pretty big political force. And they were still practicing in sort of the old samurai ways, you know?
Mhm.
But I'd say when you were about 10, there was just a bout of unexplained deaths in the family. Nearly claimed the entire family, in fact.
Really?
I don't know. And it was all manner of randomness. One got sick, one got attacked by an escaped animal from the zoo. I mean, it was strange.
I think I heard about that one.
You probably did, honey. We didn't go to the zoo for almost a year afterwards.
Oh.
Mm-hmm. And as far as I'm aware, they've only got one living member still, relative, family member, I suppose. I mean, directly, I suppose, that lived there.
Great. Then I guess that's who we're gonna go see.
They
He's-
did not return the slab.
I don't know what that means either. Y'all are making some
No, I know exactly
some
what
deep
that
cut
means.
references right now. Anyway, in fact, you know what? He's likely about your age.
Oh.
Yeah, young man.
Have I met him before?
No. We don't walk in the same circles, really.
Okay. Well, looks like we're about to.
All right, be careful.
Oh, of course. We'll do our best.
Anyway, and she grabs doggy bags and fills them up with food and hands one to each of you of the food that you ate the most of, along with some other sides.
I receive equal portions of every dish.
Yes, you do.
down to the atom.
All right, Mom. Thank you so much. You're just the best.
All right.
Yeah, thank you a lot. We'll
Call me when you guys come back into town.
Sure.
absolutely. All right, well, let's head on out. You have the
All right, Dad. We'll see you. Okay.
And you guys will leave.
Yep.
Okay, that was unsettling.
nice place.
The moment you guys get outside the front door, the bags become annoyingly heavy.
I check inside the bag. What's inside of it?
Just the food.
Just replaced with tungsten.
No, I was worried it'd be like replaced with like flesh or something. I don't know. Like just like
Human flesh.
no, it was just
Who
like
do you think my family is?
I thought it was like an eldritch horror moment where it's like you look inside and all the food's just been replaced.
It's just eyes looking back at you.
Right, and it's like, oh yeah, eat it later.
That probably wouldn't be a first for me.
It probably would not be a first for you.
Huh.
The concept, at least.
Yeah.
As unsettled as you may be. Like, between the time it took for you to see the clock and leave, a half hour has passed.
That was
You all feel
peculiar.
energized.
As we should be.
How old are you again?
21.
Now, would you be mad?
Okay.
Wait a minute.
We'll give you $1 million.
Doesn't that mean he's like technically 5 or something if he spent a bunch of time?
No,
with
no,
us?
no.
That's not how it works.
That is true.
Opposite.
It's it's the opposite of that. He would be
Hundreds of years old.
so let's see, 30 minutes, so 60 times, so he'd be 126
Calm down.
years old.
He's 21.
No,
That's it.
no wonder that this
He's 21.
that his
Time
mother
passes as it
knows a
needs
bunch
to.
of people. She probably watched this family like
He's
be
21.
a political power throughout history, and then just
21.
randomly all die.
Next
And
year I'm
now
going
it's
to be
like 100
22.
years later or something.
Last year I was 20. Imagine.
Peculiar.
Anyway,
Peculiar.
Moving on.
yes. Where do you guys want to go?
We're gonna head to the Yamamoto estate, I think.
Yep.
Oh.
At
He's
midnight?
driving, so he gets the
Yep.
yes.
Wouldn't it be better to just go in the morning?
No.
This time I'm taking the back seat. We were trying to kind of drag the bumper on the ground last time. He's in the middle.
I don't think you understand. I'm not going through the front door.
What?
The Yamamoto estate.
Are we not doing legal things?
Sometimes superhero means you have to
Bend a few laws.
err on the side of villainy.
Are we going to this stadium?
Whoa, 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 whoa! I thought
Because
we
that's
were
what my
the
mom told us to go, because it's
superhero like.
Oh, I understand.
That's the sword was missing.
The sword
Best
had the
chance.
symbol of the Yamayoa crown.
Best chance of either where it is or where we could get.
Well, to be fair,
on where it could
just knock
go
on the door and
would be
ask.
Here.
First of all,
And there's only one person that's actually important, and he's around my age. 21.
Oh,
You
is
know
it
that's
your twin
that's
brother?
fair.
So you guys need to start driving effectively into the opposite side of the city. So you have to pass through everything, and the moment you leave the neighborhood itself, that sense of euphoria and happiness and all that almost disappears. Not fully, not completely, but just enough that you notice you don't feel quite as happy as you were a second ago.
you know, I kind of understand why you are the way you are.
And you guys keep going and keep going. And you get into the bright lights and the loud advertisements, and it begins to almost give you a small migraine, just as it's such a different feel. And then you once again get sort of.
Noise.
You guys get to the outskirts again, and you see these large estates of noble families, whatever that fully kind of means. But most of them have been turned into, museums and all these things. Not very much left of the old guard, so to speak. And then you get out to perhaps the furthest from the actual city. And you see sort of a sign that looks like it's old and tattered. And it says on it, with graffiti that you have to see past, the Yamaoa estate.
I think this is the spot.
And judging by the graffiti, it's not kept well.
Or perhaps people like
Open the door.
graffitiing signs around here.
We're gonna find some.
You guys are on the outside of this wrought iron gate fence. And unlike the little white picket fence, this one is obviously meant to keep people out. But it is rusted and old with age.
How does someone still live here in these circumstances?
They might not.
Does it look completely abandoned? No lights, no.
Awareness check.
Yay, awareness.
Need to.
Oh, that's
Awareness check.
3, 2.
A 2?
Yep.
It's probably abandoned. You don't see any direct signs of life.
5.
It's probably abandoned. You do see one thing. While the rest of the buildings are all completely, and I do mean like completely dilapidated, right? There's one in the way back that looks just barely upkept.
Hey guys, I think one of these things is not like the other.
One of these things just doesn't belong here. By the way, when you rattle the gate, Balthazar, it opens. Sure, it swings in protest and the creaks are...
Thank you for that demonstration.
But it's... You're welcome. But it creaks in protest, but it does swing open.
Interesting.
Should we head over here to this building that looks not like it's abandoned?
Eyes up, everyone. I'm gonna enter. Not with gun drawn. I'm just on guard.
It's quiet. It's been quiet this entire time, obviously. You're out in the middle of nowhere, where most of these buildings have been turned into museums and such, and you're in the middle of the night, so...
Hey, where's your lighter?
But it's almost oppressively quiet here.
Paper buildings.
They're not paper buildings.
They're traditional Japanese buildings.
They
They're
are
made of
traditional
wood-
Japanese buildings.
Wooden paper.
I can still have my fire wings out. You think I'm not in control, bro?
It's
It'd be a nice light.
Also,
It's
also
midnight.
Also, it'd be nice if we were at the giant beacon.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, so part of the reason why
Heck,
napalm
somebody
works
had to
so
get a
well...
I know you
flashlight.
want green fire wings again, but it's not happening.
Somebody had to get a flashlight.
I mean, yeah, all the Japanese houses are made of wooden paper. Why do you think we firebombed them in World War II?
I mean, he's right.
Yeah?
That's objectively correct.
That's why the pigeon bomb was going to be a thing.
They actually tested
Actually, it would be
Japanese
This is
houses
bat
in.
bomb, wouldn't it?
This
Yep,
is,
they did.
it was a bat bomb. This is not important.
Oh,
This
that
is-
one was also.
This
the-
is irrelevant.
I'm not going to say that. Never mind.
Yes, good plan. You guys can move forward, and you see the main building, the one that's actually sort of in the center of the estate, is...
So I turn my wings to silver really quick.
Sure.
Okay, they're silver now.
Sure. The actual estate itself, like
For a certain reason.
the big one, right? The third floor seems to collapse into the first two. And as you guys walk around, the walls themselves, the interior walls protecting the garden and all these other things, are practically broken, and you see red stains on them.
Red stains of
Blood.
I bet some kid got a
Grape
crayon
juice?
and nobody let him, like, took
You
it
can
away.
check if you want.
Yeah, blood.
Probably an intellect check.
Roll
I
an
assume.
intellect check.
To be fair,
I also want to check.
if anyone would know blood, it would be me.
Yeah, fair enough.
Can I collect samples and analyze the
Yay. -1. This is why you shouldn't roll for stupid things. I would know blood when I see it, no?
I mean, it could be blood, it could be engine oil, it could be wine.
I also
rust.
want to check it.
No, I've literally been around
Graffiti.
blood for hundreds of years.
You know what?
Yes.
I'm gonna give it to you, even though you rolled so poorly.
I shouldn't have rolled.
I get to decide when you roll and when you don't roll. That's an argument of the rules.
Yeah, that is true.
Take a drink.
Also, that's not a dumb check, because it is an investigation check.
That is true.
It's
But also, who was contesting me?
the blood.
From the blood.
That
I'm going to get more drink.
All right. It's blood. It's old though. It flakes off as though it is really old, but it looks fresh in a way.
Coloration of flesh, flaky like it's old.
Yes, exactly. And then you see more graffiti sort of tattered around. One of them says killer, one of them says dead. A bunch of other not appropriate words.
Ah. Then ominous.
And most of the other buildings are in similar sorry states of collapse and disrepair. The stables are completely unusable. And as you guys round past the back, you see the one building in this entire place that has even a modicum of respect left. And it is in the center of the cemetery.
Keep room for dead.
I
Well, I take flight.
Okay, you take flight. Sure.
I always do.
As you always do. Sure.
Upon silver wings.
Upon silver wings.
Yeah.
Sure.
You know how many vampires are in Japanese lore? Bro, I'm full silver for sure.
I walk into the building.
All right. Yeah. Yeah.
Well, the
Are you all
cemetery.
going the cemetery building?
Oh.
Yeah.
Okay.
I mean, why not?
Why not?
I mean,
Well,
after
actually,
all,
we should probably just knock on the door first. Be polite.
I'm gonna look to see if there's actually like a little map of the estate.
No, there is not. Not that you've seen, at least.
Why-
Though while investigating, you do see fire damage on a few of these outer buildings.
Is it a little recent?
Not recent. Certainly not recent.
I'm going to still investigate around the main building rather than where they're going.
Okay.
I'm splitting the party.
I'm so glad you did that. We're gonna go over with our left side of the majority of the heroes right now. You guys head towards this building, which you, Timothy,
You can call me Norichi now.
Norichi, have begun to recognize it's a shrine to the dead, effectively. It's a shrine room. One of those old ones. You've never seen one quite built like this. It's sort of really private, effectively. The walls seem to be thicker than they should be, and there's a door, which is not very common with these particular types of shrines.
This is strange. This isn't your typical shrine. It's a little more. How do I describe it? Enclosed? Closed off? Sealed?
almost like they don't want something coming out of it.
Or somebody going in.
Okay.
I enter deeper.
You open the door. And this room is not big. This place is not a big, big room. It's the equivalent of like one of our parlors in America, you know, that you have in like parks. So it's big enough that you can walk around a little bit in, but not super ultra lavish, right?
Okay. I'm still outside at the moment. Just outside the door.
Dirkst,
I enter.
there is blood everywhere in this room. It is coated in the thing. And you see pictures, photographs more accurately, of people. And they've got names underneath them: traitor, sinner, killer. Roll an investigation check. An intelligence check, more accurately.
Oh no. 4.
You see an image in it, circled. And it says, dishonorable. Moving on. Hi, how you doing, Balthazar?
I'm doing great. I took out my case of cigarettes and
You hear a voice the moment you take your first puff. You know, smoking that can kill you. It is not a voice you recognize.
a lot of other things would kill me first. I turn around.
There is nothing behind you. Might I
Including a lot of other things. Huh.
might I inquire why you are here?
I'm running a little investigation regarding a stolen blade of this estate. That's all.
You should leave.
May I inquire as to who this is? If that is any of my business, of course.
You should leave now. You see, roll awareness.
5.
You see the briefest flash in the main building.
I'm in the main
He's
building.
there.
Like above you. Like onto the second floor. The one that has been fully
Like-
almost, yeah.
Lights flash or something?
Something
by?
moved flash.
And if I don't, I've got a job to do.
You won't be fond of the outcome.
Yeah, well, I'm gonna put the cigarettes out of my jeans.
The room is now completely dark. Not just how it was before you entered, as in light is consumed almost the moment the cigarette is fully out.
So disrespectful.
Alright. Guess it's time to go.
I was expecting such a great one-liner from you.
I am not the one-liner type. I am a sniper.
The moment you turn the flashlight on, the room gets light again. I mean, no, that's how a flashlight works.
Wow!
Holy shit, this new
Sounds like some
technology.
form of light.
I beheld
But it's like
my
you can
beautiful
feel
torch.
you can feel like something's not there. Dirks, I need you to roll me a coordination test.
Cool.
I'm switching up these dice.
4. I have rolled even all night.
Just in case anyone's curious, metal is good, plastic is bad.
Not like we can see.
Oh no.
What do you mean? Oh no, that was good for you.
I didn't even see the dice roll.
Yeah, that's fair.
He's just saying, oh no, because he has to make a dice roll.
Yep.
I mean, even with all the bonuses he gets to this particular thing, I rolled the worst physically possible.
Wow. It's almost
go.
like it's luck-based.
Imagine.
Yeah. Oh, he gets 2 attacks though. Yay.
Oh.
Oh no, whatever will I do? I roll coordination again?
That's not how multi-attack in this system works.
What?
That's not how multi-attack in this system works.
I don't get to multi-defend?
No. In fact, actually, I think I'm wrong. I think you're right.
Yeah, that's
That's exactly how it works, in fact.
the multi-attack. You have to roll higher than the target, and then you get to use the extra attacks to hit multiple times.
You're right.
I know this because I studied it, and I decided not to do it because it'd be broken on this character.
You see a blade, and it nearly rushes you by.
What color is it?
Jet, umbrage, black.
It's black, black, black.
You could probably make a jet out of it.
Sumikasa Dojo House.
The sword is still held up against your shoulder blade, effectively.
I'm going to take a peek out the window on the side that they're at.
You don't see anything.
Hmm.
Nothing
He sees
interesting.
me, I'm
I mean,
outside.
you see Norichi, you see Balmor.
Hey, Norichi.
Yo.
You see anyone or hear anyone?
Something?
Great.
Maybe?
Well,
I don't know yet.
You heard metal strike metal.
Yeah, something's going on inside.
But did I was right behind him, theoretically.
No,
Yeah.
you were outside. You didn't say you were going in.
I didn't. I didn't get the
You,
opportunity.
I was assuming you were next to him, but don't you?
Yeah.
You also hear metal on metal.
just
You know what? I probably don't want to overkill with the sword yet. I'm just gonna grab one of the frickin' bars of the fence. Clunk.
You are not near the fence, even
Oh.
remotely.
Aw.
You are a mile away from it, probably.
I'm going to sit in the windowsill with my rifle, and I'm going to light another cigarette. Except I'm just going to like toss that one over on the floor.
Bro's starting a fire.
We didn't
cannot
start the fire.
It's
Not
very hard
start-
to start. It's very hard to start fires with cigarettes.
Yes.
Not impossible, but very hard.
If you want to hear what I am thinking,
Sure, go ahead.
if something moves that is invisible, I will be able to see it move through the smoke.
That is
From a
How
single
much
cigarette.
smoke is coming out?
Well,
of
to be
that
fair, when you put out a
cigarette?
fire, it actually
I
pulls
talked
out a fair bit of smoke.
about this with Alex. It's quite a bit.
It's a heavy amount of smoke, we'll say.
It's one heck of a cigarette you got there.
It is indeed. Dirt!
Burst.
Dummy! What are you gonna do in this particular, let's call it, intense situation? You hear a tone saying, I think it's time you leave.
I grab the blade and wrest it from his grip.
Let's hope this samurai doesn't have wooden armor.
You know, like classical.
Like a normal samurai.
Oh, you're gonna be real unhappy in a second here, Steve.
Oh no!
You're gonna be real unhappy in a second here, Dirks.
Oh no! I grab the blade and I pull it out of his grip.
Roll strength.
Oh, this is about to be bad.
7.
Oh, that was a good roll.
What are you talking about? That was a word roll.
Oh,
You know what? That is a good roll. He holds onto his blade.
I've been rolling even all night.
You know what? That's literally just
better
fine.
than roll.
What?
bad.
You two that are outside. You don't hear words. You hear mumbling. What do you do?
I heard metal on metal, and either A, he's desecrating a grave, or B, he's being attacked. Either way, I rush in.
I call out to you and ask if you want to come over here, if I should go over there.
Nah, I'm good. Do some. I'd say.
Yeah,
You rush in. You see a man in.
Where should I fly?
Up. Take a look around.
You see a man
Okay.
in
Someone's here.
traditional Japanese samurai armor. The armor is pristine white.
Huh. A white knight.
And on this man's back, you
Yeah, I
see
like samurai.
several two-handed sized swords. And a small, almost dagger-length weapon at his chest. I don't know what they're called.
Wakizashi.
So wakizashi.
I'm gonna grab the normal sword.
And you see, against your friend, a jet umbra black sword.
Okay, I'm still just gonna grab the normal sword for now.
That's a
don't want
coordination check
to grab. Grab my normal.
to grab your sword. Okay,
I have
that's
two
not-
swords on me. I have.
I thought you were grabbing one of his swords.
No. I have Scylla Scourge, and then I just have a normal, classic longsword.
Okay,
Because
yeah.
I don't want a super turbo
It
hypo
would
murder
probably
some
be a
people.
claymore for you.
It is actually a claymore for 90% of people, but for me, it's just a longsword.
Yeah.
How well can I see inside this building?
Only if you're at the door.
I'm
There's
at
no
the door,
windows. You can see into it. It's fine. It's not like there's not extra light.
Do I see what's going on?
Yes, very much so. You see the giants and the funny samurai are about to have an epic duel. Their battle will be legendary.
I'm looking at the swordsman.
Ricochet.
Does he actually look like a decent, he's got good form? Or is he just like some random amateur?
Random amateur.
You trained with masters. This man is not a master per se, but he's right below a master.
He's competent. I can at least tell he's competent.
Yes.
Okay.
Everyone,
Wonderful.
please roll me a coordination check, and we will get our initiative started.
Yay!
Oh,
I will say this right now, though. Dreadlord, you are not at a case where you can see what's happening inside.
I'm
I
at
am
4.
fine with that.
4 is my number.
I got a
Uh,
1.
I rolled the worst I
And
possibly
then
could.
it immediately turns opposite. Huh. 4.
I got a hold on, I need to grab my card.
I got a 1.
Dang.
I also got a 1.
Guys, we rolled
What's your coordination?
really
4.
bad.
Mine is 6, so I'm.
Mine is 7 and I got a 4.
So you go first.
I guess.
Of us.
Of us.
Yeah, do a roll off real quick. Where are my cards?
Oh, no, he just has straight up higher coordination.
Yeah, you do a roll off.
Oh, we just do a roll off?
Yeah, you do a roll off.
We just rolled, didn't we?
Between you two, you roll off if you got the same basis.
tires roll off.
Sorry.
Allow me to
Actually, no, just
make
roll
it
one.
better.
Just roll one dice, because that's roll off.
Oh.
You. Yeah, well, makes sense. I was in there, pulled out a sword.
True, I'm not in there.
In this case, we need
Ah,
to
yes.
You and me.
Finally. Hopefully this is a good
4.
fight.
See them and
You
and
see
shout out.
something on the second floor.
What do I see?
You are in a bedroom right now,
Mhm.
and you see a steel beam, effectively.
That's peculiar.
Yes, and is embedded currently into the bed,
That's not menacing at all.
and it's a child's sized bed.
That?
And you see painted in a red liquid, the Pale Ronin.
The what?
The Pale Ronin.
Okay.
I thought we weren't
We
supposed
should have brought Geist, guys. Dang it.
Yeah.
It is. To be fair, you brought something better. What did I bring? Me.
Guys, I'm gonna be so useless for half of our quest, and then there's gonna be just
Balmor, what did you roll?
4. We all rolled terrible. All of us rolled terrible.
Wait, all of us rolled 4. In that case.
We all totaled up to be 4. Yeah.
Hmm.
Yeah, that was bad. That was a bad chord check, though.
Y'all did crap.
Yeah.
He goes first, which is somewhat unsurprising with those numbers.
Yeah.
The man in the armor, turns and sort of to take stock of the situation, right? And he sees a giant with a sword.
No. He sees a tall man.
He sees a
with
tall man with a sword.
I am not a
12-foot
large.
Not a giant yet.
Honestly, there's not space in this tiny thing for a giant.
I'm outside
Unless it's some
there.
freaking TARDIS cartoonish magic where it's just
Yeah.
we walk inside and it's an entire like freaking like.
It is
temple.
not. It is
What
not like that.
range would I be at?
You are long range, maybe
Okay.
even extended.
Just gonna pop out the window and
Disintevaporate a man.
you know that makes perfect sense actually.
Just
My blast is pretty good. I might.
I'm worried why he got that model out. That's why I'm worried.
Me.
With metallic, almost the building itself is still wooden, and the slats of thicker wood are hastily thrown onto the sides of this thing. There's a set of spiraling staircases that travel upwards to what assumedly would be a second floor of the same concept, though they are currently in a disrepaired state. There is a man, there is a blade, there is conflict.
Who needs this?
And by the way, I will say this. Balmore, if you do grow, you are going to be suddenly convincing the second floor should no longer be there.
I could take a hint. That's true in 90% of buildings.
I bet if you just kicked one of the support beams, we'd be done with this in like 2 seconds.
You would be done with life in about 2 seconds.
It's
This building's
fun.
made of wood.
No.
The building is kind of made of wood, yeah. Man, you really took a pretty debilitating combo, didn't you?
You're just gonna keep throwing these guys.
Man, I keep not doing it intentionally either.
Please
keep doing
just
it
give me
so-
an energy guy. Just one.
No, this is the first bad guy.
Congrats! You made a hyper specification. We are not in that specified area.
Okay, I guess I'm just useless then. You're welcome.
No, you can punch him.
Oh yeah.
Hard.
Let's see.
What?
You, Balmore, see the man and you take stock of the situation. And he sweeps his blade down and around to position himself at you.
You know what?
He recognizes the threat that is in the
The
room.
game recognizes game.
I'll do a very basic guard.
Just what you
Very
want to
defensive.
test his skills and
A
not-
basic.
Yes, of course he wants to test his skills.
My man, I'm the Goku of the group, but only when it comes to swordsmen. Everyone else I'm just gonna whack with a countertop.
Against the news.
Stop talking,
And the
both of stop talking,
Confederate.
both of you. He wasn't called the Noose. He was called the White Knight.
He was not. It was not the White Knight. It was not like that.
Okay, and you took care of the White Knight.
I took care of the guy with the noose.
How? How has both of my attacks been a 6 bad and a 1 good? How is that possible?
Should I roll?
Yes, you have to roll, technically speaking,
We are
but
all getting really bad rolls, bro. Don't even worry.
Huh. Thing is two. Hey,
Still a bad roll.
What?
You're a fuck.
monster.
You're a fuck.
You have a 10 in prowess?
Yep. What I said, I am the greatest
To
swordsman who's ever
decapitate
lived.
this guy.
When I say
it's
I'm
not a
one-
counterattack. It's just a block.
When I say I'm one of the greatest swordsmen who's ever lived, I am being unironic.
Well, first off, I'm going to pretend that he isn't an awful swordsman, considering he's a very good swordsman, and I roll like dog crap.
Well, I just.
He trips on a bone.
No.
You are easily able to deflect the first hit, not because it was necessarily bad, but because he was out of position because you surprised him.
I'm intentionally moving a little bit slow and a little bit.
Stop talking. Stop making the bad guy seem less bad.
No. I mean, this is just standard procedure with him. He is just moving a little bit slow.
He
and
starts
he's
slow.
playing
Yes,
very
the two of you
slow.
are testing each other, effectively.
Exactly.
He does a very basic, direct thrust right towards your guard, and you were able to effectively just brush it to the side.
Trust guard, bitch.
And he waits for a second to see how you react. Balmore, it is your turn.
Woohoo! Decide what you do
Let's
next carefully.
see.
I might come flying in.
Let's see how he deals with raw power. Overhead sling.
Okay.
To be fair, good swordsman. Just be able to deflect or...
Only if the dice say so.
Just good.
Oh, one of my dice fell.
That's not a good start, Chief.
This guy sucks.
Oh,
Oh, that's actually not bad anymore.
8.
He ties.
How is half of your stats better than all of my stats?
Correct me if I'm wrong here,
I rolled ridiculous.
Ryan. Correct me if I am wrong. You can do, in melee, you can do prowess or coordination, yes?
Correct.
Alright, good.
I was trying intentionally to test his coordination, but also...
Nope, he actually blocks your blade straight. He moves his hand across it and holds up your blade when you hit him with a full force attack.
Interesting. Interesting.
Did you just kill each other already?
It hasn't even been around.
I know.
He leans to the side when you say that. Dishonor on you! Dishonor on your family! Dishonor on your cow!
We just both looking, just like, bruh, come on. It's like our one thing.
Shh! In fact,
that was a mistake. I'm next.
in
Mistake
fact,
for him.
he does his legendary action.
Oh.
Who?
Oh, that's
Him.
Okay.
That is not a thing. It is a thing now because it's narratively funny.
Yeah.
He stabs his blade into the... He sidesteps you for a second, stabs his blade into the ground, and now there's effectively a cone of dark surrounding the shrine.
Okay.
Okay.
So I can't see it all.
Well, no, it's like a bear. Like you can see inside the shrine, and they can see outside the shrine, but you can't look into the other directions.
So
Oh.
I can no longer see inside? Or?
Yes, exactly.
That's stupid.
I couldn't see inside regardless.
Yeah, you
Like,
were at a bad angle, frankly.
I probably can't see anything.
I mean, you can see the darkness.
So
Oh,
if
I can
like,
see the dark.
Yeah, it's like a very obvious, like it's a pillar sort of a darkness.
Oh, hey, that place they were just in is now bathed in darkness.
Yes, it's very not great.
But if I were to step inside, I'd be able to see just fine.
Assumedly.
Assumedly.
Yeah. and
Norichi, it's yours.
You don't get hit with some paralyzing status effect.
Okay.
Or it's not just like a physical wall that just looks dark.
I try to enter this darkness.
Roll strength.
Strength. Ah, shit.
Oh my.
6. No. Wait. 4. 7. 7. Wow. That was a really good roll. I have 3 strength.
Yes.
And that will win. Yeah, that will win.
Sweet.
You feel something pulling at you as you try and move through this darkness. But it can't seem to strongly grasp you as you enter into the actual room.
Okay. I'm in.
You've entered in. Now, the room itself inside looks as I've described it already, but
Normal.
yeah,
Okay.
you can now do a thing.
Wonderful. So.
You do have to be grounded for this, though, because of how the second floor works.
Okay, but I can still unfold my wings and propel myself forward really fast.
Sure.
I'm not taking flight. I can do that.
Sure.
Okay. Good.
I don't care. That sounds
Wonderful.
fine.
So, then what I'm going to do is I'm going to go in for my strike
Okay.
because that's what I do.
Okay.
With my wings.
Okay.
All right. So here we go. Coordination.
Oh. Oh.
Damn.
So
That's a
you had a
-4.
bad day. You sing.
3. 3.
Oh.
You probably just got knocked
No.
out.
Wait, my wings is 8. Is
5.
this just for hitting?
5.
Wings are just for your
Well,
speed right now. Do
They
you have?
also have a strike attack.
That's my strike attack I'm doing.
Yes, they would be combined in that case. So that would be a 5.
5.
Dang.
The dice are mean sometimes.
What do you
That's
mean by
surprising considering you.
Yeah, I know. You move in with your silver wings, and as you go to strike, he swings the claymore-sized sword and blocks your strike with his blade. He's effectively forced his blade up to the handle and is grabbing both swords to direct them now, in just a single motion.
I have 2 wings.
Hey, I wonder if you could
Not
turn your
one.
wing into
You need
whatever
both
material
of
his
them?
blade is.
Yeah.
I can definitely do that if needed.
That
Do you have fast attack?
Fast attack?
Huh?
I have fly supersonic.
That is not fast attack. You have 1 attack with your wings. You
Oh,
use
okay,
them as a
yeah.
single motion.
Yeah, that was it. I'm done. Yeah. That's all I can do.
I'm so glad he has really good base stats. Because I've been rolling kind of dog. Alright.
To be fair, I have not rolled anything that is above a
Does
negative
Dreadlord.
extra- does
since
extra
we were at his
strike
house.
count? I have extra
No.
strike.
That's what's allowing you to strike with your wings.
Ah.
Dreadlord, it is your turn.
That's why you.
There is a
get
pillar of
eight
angry
rather
darkness.
than.
I'm
the-
going to take a
whatever your
picture
strength
of
score
the
is.
Gotcha.
the steel beam in the bed that says the Pale Ronin. That's what it says, right?
That's what I said, yes. Okay.
Yeah. Is that like
You-
my turn or?
I mean, no. I won't be mean like, yeah, do something else. That seems kind of like a waste of a turn, just to take a picture. You can do something else. What do you want to do?
I'm gonna hop out the window. That's a
Oh.
You're not gonna die on impact?
no. It's only a 12-foot drop.
Your legs
Not gonna-
immediately explode in a shower of viscera. No, okay. You hop out of the window.
And I'm going
You do
to
a superhero. You do the superhero landing, though, obviously.
I do the blade landing.
And the wooden beams underneath shatter a little bit. Not because you're strong, but because they're weak.
fucking knees. Then I'm going to move. I don't know how movement works actually.
Mostly theater of the mind is what we're going to say. I'm going to say that it's going to take you 1 more turn to actually get to a position where you can be inside of the shrine.
I'm not trying to be inside. I'm trying to move effectively here so I have an entrance so I can have a shooting gallery, let's say.
You can't see inside. There's wall of darkness.
I think he's hoping one of you will be able to deal with that.
What do you
problem.
want me to do? I don't have magic. I got wings.
I think
You
you
got magic
It's
wings.
nothing that you're going to do.
I mean,
I might just blindly fire into them.
Oh, great.
pulls out minigun.
But yeah, I'm going to assume I'm like here
Yeah,
then.
fair enough.
I mean,
Hey, you'll finally get a blaster redirect.
if you got
It's
light,
physical
bro,
damage, right?
My
No.
wings are silver. I can reflect
That is
it
specifically
really
energy
well.
damage. You're not gonna like it though. I guarantee you that.
Hold on, what?
Your gun is
You're shooting
specifically
energy shot?
energy.
Oh, yes.
So
It's
I'm just saying he's not gonna like he's not gonna like how it feels.
Can you
What
just
are you
absorb
talking
this?
yeah, it is
I'm
pure,
just telling you, you're not gonna like how it feels. I was saying that
pure
before.
energy.
Yeah.
Pure
Dirks, it is your turn. What are you
pure
going to do?
bad energy.
Cool. I'm gonna walk up to one of the mirrors and punch it.
Mirrors? What mirror?
Okay.
Yeah, I'm just gonna simply break one of the mirrors in front of this guy.
So both A and B were correct.
Do you think this is like a what was it called?
Hall of Mirrors?
No, I can't remember what exactly it was from, but like they little nightmares. Like they like show the mirror, break the mirror in front of her, and she fucking dies.
No, I imagine that he's gonna use it later, and if I break all of them before he gets to do that, then, well, either that or he's gonna spend his turn just attacking.
I mean, you're certainly gonna do something to this man. I don't know if it's gonna be what you want.
You're gonna confuse him.
I mean, I am breaking his property in front of him, and there's nothing he can do.
He can do something. He's
It
got a
was the
sword.
Pale
The Pale Ronin.
Pale Ronin is confused. Pale Ronin hits itself in confusion.
Do you do that?
Yeah,
I mean, yeah, they're effectively mirrors, and you're a metal machine. I don't think you even need a roll. This thing has a toughness rating of like 2, so you shatter one.
One or all?
Only one. These are independent of each other. They're like
How many
hanging
are there?
down. Oh, probably hundreds.
And you broke one?
I mean, you can break more than
Do
one.
better
I guess.
next time.
Roll strength to see how many you break in one go. Let's
Let's
just
go.
see what happens.
7.
Okay, you break a handful of them in one motion. Like you
That's
swing, and several dozen of them break. They shatter. I mean, that did something. Y'all see the Pokemon Enrage lines activate on the man. Pale Ronin's attack has increased.
Oh.
Angy.
He is angry.
Good, that'll be a more fair fight.
You activated one of his qualities. Easily antagonized and goaded.
Oh, goaded. That's rad.
Oh no, whatever will we do?
Well, it's
He's
his
going
turn.
with the sauce.
Well, it's his turn.
Oh no, he's gonna spend his attack on me and not the big ingy giant.
This is true. This is very true.
Except for I can easily block his shots. Well, not easily, but I can block his shots pretty well. You, on the other hand,
Right, but
good luck.
every attack he
You-
doesn't make against you is an attack
Dare
you get on him.
you dare dishonor my family,
I am useless in this
my
fight.
people, my clan? You will regret that, machine.
I don't even know who you are.
Well, someone's disgraced you,
You
more in
insolent
terms of blocking out.
object! You wire back!
Can I
don't
like
even
say
know
something
who
to
you
that?
are.
What?
Can I say something to that? To
You
what I'm
can
saying?
say, yeah, you can say
Badger.
it.
Badger is free.
I'm literally gonna say this, like, there's been a greater disgrace to your honor, and you've just been satisfied with mirrors. What about the sword that was lost?
The one in his hands?
No, the one that was fetching stolen.
The
one in
one in
his
his
hands.
hands?
Is it?
He
Yes,
stole it.
yeah.
Oh, he stole a sword?
Yeah.
I didn't know
He-
that was the
Jesus.
sword.
It's his sword.
It's the same sword
The
that
jet black Umbro one.
Oh.
The one that creates
That's-
darkness.
And lets him teleport in darkness? That
Wait,
one?
What?
Oh, he teleports, by the way.
Teleports behind you.
You literally see
Personality.
this.
No. It's quite personal, really. Quick.
You see this man meld perfectly into the actual darkness.
How the heck did he get the sword?
He stole it.
He didn't break into the building. It was a different amount of people.
Do you remember the opening bit of this
I
particular
feel like
mini
you
arc?
missed
How did I
A
miss
through
this?
Q.
Okay, just for the summary rundown, this man hired two groups. The first one was the Yakuza. He hired them to cause a large distraction, even a shootout potentially.
Oh,
So the guards would go in one direction. He then hired some local gangbangers to break in and take the sword and give it to him. When they returned,
He murdered them all.
one of them shot two of... We did a Joker scene. We did the opening of The Dark Knights. And he got the sword and then stabbed the guy who gave it to him in the back. And now he's
It
here.
was in the face.
It was in the face. And now he's here.
Oh.
Okay, is that... Are
Yeah,
we clear
I
now?
missed- I missed the part where he got that. I
Yeah,
remember.
no, it's his. It's yeah, he's
Okay.
it. Yeah, no, he has the. Do you want to retcon what you said to the poor man, or it's Norichi like, yeah, we need to find the sword, man. I mean, come on. While he's wielding the sword.
I mean, I'm not gonna say it now that I know what the heck's going on.
Okay, I just wanted to
But
clarify.
it's Norichi.
It would be kind of-
Norichi is that much of an airhead.
I will say it because I'm stupid.
We actually don't know until literally just now until he used it. Or was
Well,
like,
well, to be fair, I know
I mean,
exactly.
it's a pure black sword that seems to be
Yeah.
eating the light.
To be fair, also, I studied that pictures and other stuff of that thing extensively. I know
Yes.
exactly what we're talking
Is
about.
the sword's name
I have said
Yoru?
basically nothing.
No, the sword does not have a name inherently.
That's lame.
At least not that I've given it. You
Okay, we tell him that is lame and gay.
By the way, yeah, you see him teleport only a few feet away, but it's a perfect singular motion you cannot react to.
Oh no.
Hey, look, there's another sword. There's a sword on your shoulder blade again. Let's see if I roll better this time. You can either use prowess or coordination to defend against this.
Prowess.
All right, then roll.
Oh.
Just stop rolling that, dude. Change your dice or something.
What did you get?
2.
Oh no.
He's got a blade value of his weapon is a strike 6,
Yeah, you're dead, bro.
so that's 4 damage out the gate.
I'm in danger.
Also, it has the stunning feature. Hey, Ryan, do you remember what the stunning feature does?
Not off the top of my head.
I'm pretty sure.
It skips your next turn.
I believe that is correct. I think you need to roll a willpower check. DC 6.
Oh.
Ryan can tell us if that's true later.
6.
All right, you are not stunned. He's got a second attack, though. And it's going to be at... Yeah, all right, so roll defense again.
Well, effectively, you split the attacks.
Yeah, this is a second attack.
You might be able to split.
No, he can only split it twice. I remember that. He can only split it twice. What'd you
If I
get?
can just get my hands
5.
on this blade of his, we'd be in a lot better situation.
That's 2 damage.
2 damage?
Yes. 2 more damage on top of that. And then roll willpower again.
Again.
Yep.
6.
Okay, you pass again. You are not
I
stunned.
rolled the same thing too.
The blade cuts into your neck before disappearing for 1 second and then hitting you in the leg.
Ow.
Yeah, I would say so. How you doing over there, Dirkst?
Perfectly fine.
Perfectly fine.
Yeah, I have not had
Very
a panic
inconvenient.
feature programmed into me, so therefore I cannot panic.
Wow. That's amazing.
Balmor, it is your turn. Against an untrained opponent, he seems to be quite good at killing them, actually. He seems to be quite efficient in this particular act of murder.
Against an unarmed opponent, the street sweeper works great.
Maybe you should start.
Actually attacking him.
No more holding back.
Pull out the countertop.
Yes.
Just make sure you don't hit me too.
The granite countertop, Jesus.
Such a shame. He seems like such a good swordsman, too.
Yeah.
That's not a shame.
Just grab him by the.
I'm
redacted
going
and-
to swing at his legs, but it's a feint. I know he's going to just jump over it and then whack him in the face with the pommel.
That's pretty good. That's pretty good. Roll.
Finally! 14. He did not see that coming.
Hold on, hold
It
on.
was a really effective
He
feint.
can win. He can win.
Oh, yeah, no.
It's possible.
It's a very effective feint.
It's not possible anymore. Oh, it's definitely not possible. That's a 4. He takes 10.
No. If you hit somebody with it. Sorry. This is not me arguing. This is me explaining the rules because I know the rules.
Yes.
Take a sip anyway.
Go.
Anyways, so if you were to punch someone, it'd just do the flat strength damage.
Right.
If you're attacking with a weapon, it does however much the weapon's worth. And a steel weapon, I'm guessing this is just a 5 or a 4.
Oh, okay.
This is just a normal sword, not my crazy.
Yeah. His is actually a
What
strike
does a
sword that
normal
he's
steel
using.
sword do?
5, I believe, is correct, actually, for steel. Yeah, he's standing, but you certainly caught him off guard
Actually,
with
it might
that.
be a crit.
Didn't you pommel strike him? So is that not a punch?
No.
No, it's still technically
it's
attacking
still
with a sword.
strike.
That's
Not
called
slash.
flavor.
Well, you see,
It's a
my
flavor.
fists are literally harder than steel, so what I just did to him is actually much more gentle.
It's flavor. Flavor is free. Flavor is always free.
Anyways,
freaking.
Where's your That's free.
Tequila.
Na 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 na
No,
na
guys,
na.
stop. We're not doing this again.
I was just following
You guys
along
remember a
because
week
I'm
away.
That was gas,
no,
dude.
no,
You
no,
know
no.
it. You enjoyed it. Don't even.
Yeah, exactly. I'm trying to get through.
Anyway, so
these icon books are named Whack. Which one actually contains the rules?
assembly.
Assembly.
Norichi, it is your
Assemble.
turn. We're going to assume no until proven otherwise. All right?
Yep.
So where exactly did Ryan attack? Like, which part of his body?
I swiped for his legs, expecting him to jump over it. He did, and then I smacked him in the forehead with a pommel.
The back, probably like the neck area, because he was facing.
yeah.
Well, to be fair, I have so much height on him; it's really not that hard.
Yeah, you hit him in the head area. Yeah, he was bashed into skull with a sword by a giant. Does that give you? Hold on, you break the sword. If you do more damage than the weapon, no, you did that.
Well, no.
Right?
If I do more damage than the weapon's proper, that's why I can only do 5 damage.
Ah.
If I were to do 8, that sword would just poof.
Disintegrate.
Anyway.
I'm not
so-
trying to super murder this man. I'm trying to stop him from hurting people by hurting him.
Otherwise, the 10 damage would probably put him down.
So I'm going for the legs because he already missed the legs, so that means his legs are still there.
Dude, hit him
They
in
are
the
still there.
redacted.
Yeah.
Huh?
Hit him in the redacted.
All right. Roll attack. Roll strike.
The redacted.
Damage 40.
Okay, 7. Straight up coordination.
I can't say that.
7, you say, right?
Yep.
You win.
Okay, he takes
You win.
8 from my amazing wings.
Yeah. Yeah, he does.
Straight to the legs.
Yes, he does.
His shins are in splinters.
Yes, they are. Dreadlord, your turn. You can get into firing range now. You do begin to see the shadow begins to fade.
That's
Can I
Quite heavily, yes.
Can I make it hit?
You can make an attack, though there's no way you could target him considering the
Just do it.
person in between.
I'm the person.
So I'm gonna go prone.
No, the giant's the person in
Oh.
So I'm
between.
going to go prone and try to shoot between his legs to.
You're getting a -2 for that, I hope you know.
Okay.
Okay.
Yeah. For damage, you always use either the material value, the weapon damage,
hmm
and if neither of those are applicable or the strength is lower, you use strength.
Always use strike when strike is given. So I understand that right? Because you strike with the strike weapon.
You
Okay,
can.
there you go. Done. Take a shot.
Ooh.
So take a shot.
Do not pass go. Do not
8.
collect $200.
Well, if I could roll even remotely good. Coordination is the only thing, right? That
I'm pretty certain, yes.
I'm almost... Unless he has the ability to,
Yeah.
block with that. Oh, you did that. All right, so you guys tie, unfortunately, so he does move out of the way, but barely. Dirks, it is your turn.
Okay.
Actually, if I miss, can I hit him instead?
Oh, I did
Yeah,
just
can
read
he hit
stunning.
me instead?
Stunning, if it's a moderate success, aka equal to or greater than,
Yeah.
then the target is stunned for 1 page. If it's a major or massive success, the target's stamina is instantly reduced to 0 and the character is unconscious.
Oh,
You
you
just
can't
straight up
do
get-
anything in this case.
You just get straight up knocked unconscious.
But can I still have shot him since
Sure.
I missed
Uh,
him?
I guess roll coordination with a -2 because you're stunned, I
Knocked
suppose.
out.
He's not knocked out, but he might be in a second.
Well, it wasn't
Okay,
major.
3.
It was not a major. We tied both times.
Oh, you tied?
Yeah, we
Oh.
tied both times. It was
Oh,
minor.
okay. My bad.
I physically cannot roll below a 3.
Yeah, you're hit, so you're storing that energy, but you can't do anything
Yes.
on your turn.
Exactly. So I just go.
Hey, that ability fight
That's a
was useful.
6 if it matters at all, yeah.
It will matter in a second, I imagine.
It doesn't because then it uses my abilities.
You're right.
Back to
Back to the Ronin.
yeah, Ronan.
He looks pretty bad after that 2 hits from Mach 10 engine and giant man with sword.
The
he-
1-2 punch.
Wings.
Turns back, and he disappears.
Eh?
He's gone.
He's behind me, isn't he?
No? You guys are out of combat.
In the main room.
Oh, nice.
Back in the main
He
door.
just. I mean, he can teleport. If we did a bunch of damage to him, he should just teleport.
So now, where'd he go?
You don't... Oh, you want to roll investigation?
Yeah.
Okay. Roll me intellect.
Intellect.
Yes,
Totally what you're gonna say, right?
that's what I said.
Good.
You don't roll the opposing dice when rolling initiative.
Oh. Piss off, that's how I'm doing it.
5.
5?
Yep.
Can I also investigate?
Yes, you can investigate. You do not see anything that would lead you to anything.
Great.
I got it too.
Yeah, you
Wow.
see less than him.
I'm a little light in the head.
You were stabbed twice in a second.
And, also shot.
Oh yeah, how does that... How long is that going to store in you before something bad happens?
I believe I just blast it on the next page. On my
Oh,
next
who are you shooting at? You don't have an option anymore.
Shoot the mirrors! Shoot the mirrors!
Oh, I shoot the mirrors.
Yeah, that's right.
Does it
Wait, no.
ricochet?
I just blast it into the center pillar.
Oh, okay.
The stabilizing pillar?
Yes.
That's keeping the building up?
Yes.
The 4-story building.
Yes.
Well, congrats. If he was hiding on an upper story, he's not hiding on that upper story now.
Oh boy. I prepared a shield myself.
It's not going to do anything, Chief, if this happens.
I'm
I need you both to roll coordinate. I need everyone in the building.
Flipping fast.
Ryan, I need you to roll coordination. The building's coming down.
8.
In fact, I need you to roll coordination because you might get some splinters shot back.
2.
8.
5.
8. I'm out of there, bro. I'm flying fast as fetch boy.
You're fine.
10.
Good.
What did you roll?
You're
5.
fine.
You're not fine. And
Two.
you're definitely not
You're
fine.
dead.
I don't know what 3 stories of glass, wood, and metal falling on you two is going to do, but I'm certain it's not good. You do not have the speed to turn into your giant form.
I've been in this position before.
He'll just die.
I will be fine.
He'll just die and come back. Who cares?
How much damage does building do? You know what, I'm gonna roll a d6.
Well, material value.
Sure. This is multiple materials. I think steel is gonna be the highest one, so 5. Yeah.
Steel has a material value of 8.
8.
Oh my gosh.
That is
even
not
worse.
true.
That cannot be true. I refuse
That is
to.
tight.
That's
Titanium.
godlike.
No, titanium doesn't. Well, first off, titanium doesn't exist. Diamond
It
has
does
9.
for wings.
Unobtainium has 10.
Bro, titanium totally
Titanium
exists.
is an 8.
Yeah.
I explicitly.
Look, I'm looking at it
remember
right now. Leather has a
Take a
1,
swing.
plastic has a 2, brick has 3, aluminum has 4, concrete has 5, stone has 6, iron has 7, steel has 8. He's right. Diamond has 9. Unobtainium has 10.
I could have sworn there was a titanium. Kill yourself.
He made a titanium for the first encounter that he considered a 9.
I considered it was the equivalent of diamond, which is
That's
fair.
why I remembered that.
Yeah.
So that's
I know my material
love you,
values.
Ryan.
I know my material
First
values
off,
well, because that's my
Balmor.
entire power.
You're at least taking 8 damage. I'm wondering if I do 8 times 3, considering it's 3 separate floors of building.
Well, the first one kind of pushes the second two.
This is true. I'm gonna be nicer in that case and give you an 8 and a 4, taking 12 damage right then and there.
Oh, okay. So I get knocked unconscious.
they
Yep.
knocked out.
Yeah, they did.
You're rolling. You're taking 12 more damage.
Okay.
What's your stamina at right now?
-6.
What's your strength at?
7.
You have 1 non-fatal HP left.
What?
So in case anyone was confused,
He's at 1 HP.
he's at less than 1 HP. If anyone is confused, the way damage is assigned in this system is if you run out of stamina, then your strength begins to be sapped. If you run out of strength, you die. Unless you're using a weapon with the stab property, which can just insta-kill.
How much health do you have?
He is.
12, and then I have a 7 in strength.
You have 12 health? How
Yeah.
much health do I have?
So, yeah, Dirks is almost scrap metal at this point. And you guys just see, well, you see, my good Balthazar, and you see, my good Timmy. The entire building begins to crumple like a soda can. And your friends do not get out in
I
time.
don't think buildings are supposed to do that.
I don't pay much attention to this. Could I don't know. I don't remember exactly what determination is used for, but could I use it to possibly divine a location in which the Ronin just disappeared to?
Sure, yeah. I'm going to say you still need to do an intellect check right now, but you're going to get a +4 to it.
Yay!
Or a +5.
Thank. 8.
Okay.
Good enough.
Okay, great, in fact. He looked bad. He looked real bad. You don't know exactly where he's going because obviously he's teleporting. But if you have anything to guess, he's leaving the entire estate. He can't stay here anymore. You guys have tracked him down here. What's more, you know he has to teleport via shadow. That's all he's ever done so far. So
It's nighttime.
it's growing day by the minute, so his options are becoming limited. You've also never seen him teleport more than just what he could see away. He seems to always have made visual indication of where he's going, having to look at it.
So he had to look towards me, because that
Yes,
was the only exit to the building.
that is correct. He looked past you, probably.
Yeah.
So you can definitely guess where he's going.
I'm fast. Bro.
I'm going to start sprinting in effectively the
That
opposite-
direction. Yeah.
the opposite direction. And
Dude, I'm out. Do you want me to fly you, bro? I'm fetching fast.
yeah, he had to.
And that's where we're going to
come
end the
behind us.
session, with half of us under concrete.
I had to take a drink for every time these fuckers did something they commonly do.
All right. Thank you, everybody, for
Hey, I was
listening
good
to our
about it.
episode. And
Alcohol.
we'll see you all next week. Will our hero survive? Find out next time.
Goodbye.
Adios.
Bye.